That was very brave, very bold, but it didn't work out. He just wasn't able to make it into the platform and do enough damage with his Banshees. But anyways, Wraithguard, these are the new heavy infantry at 8 minutes 49, 50, and they just pull the crap out of everything. See, they have these giant lightning guns that just, they fire quite a bit, and they kill everybody, and not only do they kill everybody, they suppress them, which I think is overkill, if you ask me. I mean, there's plenty of guns in the game that'll kill people, but do they have to suppress them too? I mean, come on, man. There's overkill, and then there's overkill, but the Eldar are nothing if not overkill. And by Eldar, I mean Space Marines and Orcs. The Eldar is supposed to be a bit more subtle. But in any case, we have a counter Wraithguard out by Umpire1, so it's going to be really exciting. They're just going to do the same thing over and over until the game ends. I chose this match because 600 million people had downloaded it, so I figured nobody would watch it when I shoutcasted it. Very counterintuitive. Very counterintuitive. Let's check their resources. Beep. That was a fun button. Dark Primarchs has a lot of power. So that was fun. So yeah, Wraithguard, there's really not much more to them than shooting people with their huge guns. No good in melee, and you can buy a Warlock for them. Maybe you just heard, "A Warlock has arrived to guide us to victory" over the radio. The Warlock makes him move faster. I'm not sure what else he does. I don't really play this game at all. I don't know anything at all. But in any case, look at this huge damage done to this Farseer when the Wraithguard opened up on her. She is level 1, so she pays for it. We have a grenade in on the Wraithguard, and boom, that actually kills one of them, so that's a good thing to remember. Toss a grenade. This Farseer is going to die. I don't know what he's doing. Manages to retreat. He's really lucky he got his Farseer out. If Umpire1 had been paying a bit more attention, had tried focus firing a bit more, probably would have lost his Farseer. Double grenade goes in on the Warp Spider, but he teleports. So maybe that's what Umpire1 was paying attention to. Good micro on there, although he is just getting gang-banged by these Guardians. Another good micro jumping out, but he's probably going to get shot down if he doesn't retreat or jump away soon. The Guardians are just going to shoot him. He's in green cover, moving away. Whew, that was very close. So both heroes, both commanders getting out very near to death. And you see how Guardians can actually do quite a bit of damage if they just have time to shoot their little space guns at space people. In space! This is Tatooine. So he has discovered the Webway Gate. The Webway Gate is glowing, it's blue, it's shiny, I don't know what the heck that means. I guess that's new graphics they added or something, because I wasn't really down with the Webway Gates before. But they can cloak, can't they? Someone's got the ability to make them cloak, I don't know. Here's another fight. Howling Banshees running in, trying to get the Wraithguard. Really, your best target is not the Wraithguard. They have gigantic health, and you're probably not going to kill any of them unless you have quite a bit of support or quite a bit of time. Really should have gone for the Guardians, would have easily weakened the Guardians, and might have even gone for the Hail Mary, tried to take the platform out. Either way, try and kill something you're going to be able to kill. Leave the Wraithguard for last, or for at least someone who really can deal with it. And you see his Wraithguard have the right idea. They open up on those Guardians, gib like 6 of them. But then they have to run away because Umpire1 has pushed the opponent into his base. So Umpire1, very good job being very aggressive the entire match, but he's paid for it in terms of capping power. The fight has pretty much always been on a Dark Primarch side of the base, and Dark Primarch has kept getting pushed back, but Umpire1 just doesn't have the time to capitalize on this and make the map his. And if he could, that would be the end, and this is actually looking pretty bad for Dark Primarchs at 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, because Umpire1 seems to be rolling him. And Umpire1 is also building a Wraith Lord, so we have Wraith Guards and Wraith Lords. Is just Wraith City around here, but they just got owned. They are doomed by the Farseer or Marked or whatever the heck they get. And wow, that is the end of that squad. We get a grenade in on the Howling Banshees, and that might be the end of the Howling Banshees, so lots of carnage. Oh no, Primarch gets out. That's a really good reason for buying a Primarch, even if you don't need the stupid spear and the vehicle killing power and the extra person. The Primarch just has the survivability, which makes it very likely that the squad is going to get out when they wouldn't previously have got out. We've got lots of fighting going on. On the right, grenades going in, Guardians getting killed by these Howling Banshees. The grenade is not enough to fight them off, but meanwhile, in the middle, this platform might go down to the Farseer. I can't see how it's going to get away. Platform does go down, and so this is a big win for Dark Primarchs. He's killed the opponent's Wraithguard and an opponent's platform, and has not lost his Howling Banshees, and hasn't even lost his Guardians, so that was fantastic. He's going to have to deal with this Wraith Lord. I have not seen Wraithguard matched up against a Wraith Lord. I imagine it's something like a bunch of Chihuahuas matched up against a Doberman, but the Doberman has a sword and the Chihuahuas have lightning guns, so you might think the Chihuahuas would win, but of course if the Doberman gets close enough, he's got a sword, so a sword versus lightning guns is just going to cut the lightning guns. So really I didn't need the dog metaphor, did I? Because it was just sword versus lightning gun it came down to. That's a interesting sync kill on the Fireseer, who actually wanted to be retreating. I'm not sure why he was retreating as Fireseer. I guess he assumed the Howling Banshees were going to kill him, but the Howling Banshees were also retreating, so that was an interesting thing. You see this sometimes in Dawn of War 2, where in Company of Heroes, I guess, when both players retreat, you of course wish that one of them had not, because then he could get the advantage. The other person retreats, and then he can do whatever he wants. Oh, look, we have a Falcon! So maybe that'll kill the Wraith Lord. Not really. Falcon's more of an anti-infantry support vehicle. We'll have to see how this goes. And of course, if the Wraith Lord manages to whack the Falcon with its sword, it's going to be bad news for the Falcon. Typically, it won't be able to whack the Falcon with its sword, because the Falcon can just glide around. Wraith Lord can also upgrade a Bright Lance Cannon on his shoulder. That'll do something against the Falcon. We'll see how that works. Falcon taking tiny bits of damage from being shot at. You know what I killed a Falcon with the other day? Lictor Alpha. I felt pretty good about myself. I mean, it wasn't moving, obviously, but that was cool. Okay, we have a grenade on the Falcon. Let's see if that does anything. Nope, surprise. Well, actually, fair amount. Okay, so lightning guns, finally, against the Wraith Lord. No, the Wraith Lord is hitting him with the sword, so we don't get to see the matchup versus the Wraith Guard, although we do get to see the point that if you're close enough to hit them with a sword, the lightning guns won't do jack. So, I don't know what the swirly stuff around the Eldar is. Someone who knows what this game plays like. Oh, that was, of course I know what the swirly stuff around them is. That was the phase shift from the phase armor. The Warp Spider Exarch teleported in and held all those people. And now he has to get out because he's very low health. Bright Lance, or Shuriken Cannon, really not suppressing the infantry as well as they could, and they eat a grenade for that. It's probably just going to get shot to death if these Guardians keep up the fire. He should really be focus firing with his Falcon on the platform. Platform blows up anyways. First suppresses the Guardian out of control from the Falcon. The Wraith Guard shoot it. And the counter Wraith Guard by Dark Primarchs are really just going to get hit by this sword. I would like to see those Wraith Guards shooting the Wraith Lord more, but in any case, Umpire1 is just pushing back, and all of a sudden it is going down for Dark Primarchs. That fight he won where he killed the platform and the Wraith Guard, he did not turn into a win, because then he built a Falcon, miscalculating because we had a Walker come out from Umpire1. He was not expecting the Walker, the 2 feet always defeating him, and